And we expect an all-out war. The bell in round number one of this one championship world title fight. 5 5-minute rounds for the belt.
Andrade immediately starts coming forward, trying to chase down John Lineker. John Lineker circling to his weaker side, getting that right hand cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
Inside leg kick, good damage early on from Lineker. Again, missed weight, so he's been stripped of his bantamweight title, cannot win it. Andrade certainly can walk out of this circle tonight as the champion.
Lineker switches to southpaw, loading up the left. I like how he's using those inside leg kicks.
These are those little micro movements we talked about before. He's not just those hands that you see unloading. He takes his time. He's very patient setting that up, looking for patterns in Andrade's game.
He's slipping to his left to avoid that jab. He's doing a good job of it so far, but watch that left leg of Andrade.
Both men in the southpaw stance here, feeling each other out 1 minute into this first round of this world title fight. Snap a couple of jabs there, Andrade. Rank number 2, another jab here. Center of the one circle they go. Both men trading jabs, trying to measure the distance.
I know we talk a lot about the experience advantage that John Lineker has with 43 mixed martial arts fights, but Andrade has 43 Muay Thai fights as well, so the edge and experience might go slightly to the Wonder Boy.
You can see a little bit of wear on Lineker's face right now from the jab that Andrade's been throwing out there, but Andrade's got to be careful. He's got a very upright stance. We saw Lineker throw one of those big left hooks, or an overhand left to the body. There's that knee, there's that knee.
Nice. Lineker reacted. He's getting touched in the eyes, too. Look at that.
Head kick from Andrade.
That knee hurt him.
As he attacks Lineker now on his back foot. Andrade trying to walk him down in this opening round. Inside leg kick, Lineker.
The confidence of Wonder Boy is on display right now. He's just walking down the most dangerous striker in the bantamweight division.
Looking to back up all that trash talk. Says the champ is a chump. Lineker in trouble up against the fence. Flying knee Andrade. Lineker is okay for the moment, it appears. Takes a head kick there. And then a flying knee. Again Andrade, but Lineker smartly dives in and takes him down.
Yeah, that was a good move right there from Lineker, because Andrade was starting to let it go.
Did you expect to see this one on the ground, though?
I gotta say, he turned Lineker into a wrestler, and he said he would do that. He was like, I'm gonna touch this guy, I'm gonna hurt him on the feet, and watch, he's gonna shoot on me. And he did just that.
Lineker, oh, big shot to the left.
Oh,
Now he's got it down again. Andrade taking some hammering here.
It's a smart move by Lineker.
Lineker fires a knee with the left.
See if he can keep him down. Andrade, Matt returns right back up.
Andrade using the fence to his advantage. Another left knee here from Lineker.
Lineker's got to be careful in these pickup throws like that he's not just doing that and wasting energy either.
Yeah, he's got to make these count. Andrade's a very good grappler, too. I've been watching tape on him, grappling out there at Tiger Muay Thai, and the dude is very slick on the ground. He's got good wrestling and good takedown.
Their grappling styles are just as diametrically opposed as their stand-up styles, because Fabricio is very technical on the ground, but Lineker is this very strong base kind of grappler. But here we are back on the feet, and Andrade's really got a beat on Lineker's timing and footwork right now. He just can't. He can't get greedy. He's got to keep his head offline, because no matter how much trouble you have a guy like Lineker in, that is what can happen right there.
Lineker looks like he still hurts the body, like he's still keeping that body nice and protected.
Overhand lefts here from Lineker doing some damage. This guy was in trouble early on in the fight, was able to get a takedown, kind of regather himself, and now Lineker looks good. Oh, big knee though from Andrade.
You can see when Lineker starts to extend, he starts to open up with those shots. That's when Andrade's coming right up the middle with those knees and push kicks.
And a head kick from Andrade for good measure. Lineker counters with an inside leg kick and then an overhand right to the body. Good stuff here with 20 seconds left in round one.
Fabricio's got Lineker's timing, but I'm telling you, they don't call him hands of stone for nothing. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get caught on the way out with an overhand looping as Fabricio's landing his own punches.
10 seconds, round one. World title fight, bantamweight division. Some damage to the face of Lineker. Takes a body kick there. And that's it. One in the books. Good stuff from these two combatants, Lineker and Fabricio Andrade.
Andrade just backed up everything that he just said right there. He said, I would touch him up on the feet, I would hurt him, and I would force him to take a shot. Look at this knee. Look at the way he stepped in, beautifully found the target, boom, and then he's throwing these excellent straight line shots. That's exactly what we talked about on the walk bridge. He has to use those center channel weapons to come right down the middle to avoid these big wide angle punches that are going to be coming back from John Lineker.
What John Lineker does, he throws these big looping punches to the body, and most of his opponents will stand in range and kind of shell up or allow him to land those punches. Fabricio says no. You can see there, he did it with the knee. He's stepping in, and he's basically jamming John Lineker's technique so that he can't land it. Even when the punches land, as you're jamming it like that, you're taking off a tremendous amount of the power.
Fabricio also said no to the stool. Didn't even sit.
Lineker on a 4-fight winning streak, 21 career finishes. Knocked out in the second round, Bibiano Fernandez impressively in his last fight.
There's that jab. What a piston that jab is. Look at the damage that it's doing to the lead eye. John Lineker.
Early stages, round 2 of 5 in this world title fight.
This is what Lineker needs. Lineker needs to trap him up against the wall, and it's where he does his best work. But Fabricio's okay to stand with his back to the warning track.
Fabricio's cocking that rear knee, waiting for Lineker to explode.
Yeah, there are little twitches too. You don't know when it's going to come. You don't know if he's going to throw to the left hand or if he's going to throw the left leg.
Straight left there from Andrade. Then comes in with a jab. Lineker counters. And this is good stuff from two of the world's best. Lineker trying to cut off the angle here. Find some way to attack and do some damage on Andrade.
I like the way that Fabricio is intelligently using his range on the outside, and then when Lineker goes to make an attack, he's jamming him on the inside, but then immediately angles off and returns right back to his range and gets effective first on the jab.
A lot with parrying the lead hand of John Lineker. Look how he reaches out there, touches the hand, comes over with the jab. Sometimes he touches the hand and then follows it up with that straight left. He's doing good work with that lead
Damage
hand.
on the face, the nose, bloody Lineker. Comes in, little overhand left, right hook, left hook. A combination of 4 hooks there from Lineker.
But Fabricio's very aware of exactly where he is in space. He immediately started to circle out. A nice takedown by Lineker, though. Gets that body lock, trying to pass, trying to push down on the right leg.
Oh, heavy left.
Fabricio to pass the guard. Fabricio's going to try to scramble up, but he might give up his back in the process.
Pounding his head here with hooks. Gets in there and hits his face.
Oh,
big shots to the face from Lineker.
Fabricio's hurt. Fabricio's hurt.
He's eating leather right now from Lineker. Andrade might be out on his feet.
This is what I was talking about, getting your head offline. Now, that's not an example of it because he got caught on the exit from the stand-up, but you cannot ever sleep on John Lineker because those hands of stone have one-punch knockout power.
Andrade, for the moment, has regathered himself, but he ate a ton of leather on that last sequence.
Yeah, those transitions, right? When Fabricio's trying to get up, trying to move, trying to create some kind of scramble, that's when John Lineker's really dangerous with those big punches. That's what John Lineker needs to do. He needs to make this thing ugly. He doesn't want to stand out here and play patty cake with him because he's getting touched up. He's got to create some kind of, I like the takedown. I like to see him go back to that.
Overhand right, Lineker. 2:08 to go in round 2 of this world title fight. 5 5-minute rounds, again judged as a whole. Good sequence there in the middle of the one circle from both men.
Nice jab again. Look at that thing. Yeah, that's what he's got to do. He's got to go forward. He's got to create that pressure. That's what he's known for.
You see the damage on that right eye of John Lineker.
But Fabricio's got some damage now, too, from that last exchange. Look at his lip.
This is exactly what we expected, an all-out war between two men with outstanding power and phenomenal hands.
Look at the mouse under John Lineker's right eye.
That's what I was talking about. Can he even see out of that eye at this point?
It looks like it's almost closed up, Rich. Head kick there for good measure from Andrade. 117 in round 2. Andrade can sense it. Blood in the water here for the number 2 ranked Brazilian.
You can see Olivier Coste here looking at that eye, really staring at that. It would not shock me if they stop this to let the doctor check it out.
Lineker fires in though with a right, followed it up with a overhand left. Andrade can sense it. Trying to walk him down, snapping that jab again. Against the fence, body kick. 1-2, couldn't land at that time.
Smart move by Andrade, land that body kick. He did not get greedy. He did not follow up, and Lineker was poised and ready to throw that overhand right.
Push kick Andrade.
Yeah, he's landed big body shots in each one of the rounds. He's going to pay dividends as he moves into these later rounds here.
Mixes in the knee. Lineker counters with an inside leg kick. And a shot to the body. And Lineker like a warrior in here, even though that right eye is nearly closed up. Huge mouse, as you alluded to, under the eye of Lineker.
Back to the jab, getting back to work.
And it's no longer a mouse, it's a rat now at this point. He needs this round to come to an end. We'll see if the doctors get involved. Coste watching closely.
I'm sure the doctor will come in between rounds here to check this eye out.
Two rounds
they're
in the
going to have
books.
to deal with that. They're going to have to get the end swell on that, bring down some of that swelling.
Yeah, you can see Doc Warren in there now checking it out.
Fabricio stands again in between rounds.
That's brutal, Mitch.
Yeah, the end swell's being applied. Trying to bring down some of that swelling.
This is what did it.
Boom, the left hand of Fabricio, and you can just see the swelling begin.
Popped it open. The jab on the left, and Lineker now. Lineker says he's okay.
Sometimes with something like this may not be Lineker's decision. When that eye swells up and shuts like that, and you can't see, the doctor could possibly, out of fighter safety, stop a match.
It's a little bit better that it's his rear eye. It's not his lead eye with the one going forward.
Well, yes and no, because the problem is that once you lose vision in one eye, if you truly can't see, you lose all depth perception.
Well, he comes out on the attack, the bell in round 3. He's essentially fighting one-eyed right now. He's John Lineker.
He would, if he was the referee, the doctor would have stopped it. Doc Warren's not going to let him continue. So I still think it's probably like 1.5 eyes. He got 1.5.
Round 3 of 5, judged as a whole here in one championship in MMA. Goes for the takedown. Smart decision again by the veteran Lineker.
Fabricio's got a nice split stance right here. John Lineker's gonna try to bring his legs together, get his hands locked under the hips. Oh, he tries to go for the leg. I like that, but he's gonna open up to some ground and pound here. Fabricio scrambles back out, pushes off.
Both bend at their feet and back to the center of the one circle.
Great defense from Fabricio Andrade.
Great defense from Fabricio, but I'll tell you, that just showed how multidimensional John Lineker is. He is not just someone that walks down and throws punches.
But that's a big risk to drop down on a leg up against the wall like that. That's a dangerous spot, for especially with a striker and the reach that Fabricio Andrade has.
Andrade, the overhand right.
But it's not like Fabricio's cruising in this matchup. That's a nice right hand.
Back-to-back nice rights from Lineker.
He had some adversity in the second. There's that knee attempt right there. Fabricio trying to dig those toes into the liver of John Lineker.
Give him something more to think about. Backing up that nice jab, Andrade. There's
Nice
the 1-2.
Yeah, Lineker has to close the distance. He's just too far away. He can't find, see? He just can't find the range. That's what he needs to do, get close.
Body shots, Lineker in the kitchen that time.
Once Lineker actually makes that movement forward for those combinations, you can't try to back up and outrun him like Fabricio just did there. He got caught on the way out with it.
Especially because he goes out with his hands down. He's not keeping protected and shelled up when he does escape. Good jabs landed by the former champion.
Other eye getting a little bit puffy as well here for Lineker. Lineker, nice combinations. Working the lower body of Andrade, kicks away.
Yeah, Andrade landed coming in, and then Lineker landed a couple punches as Andrade was fading out and quarter turning there. They may have landed a little bit, but they weren't heavy.
Midway point of the fight, 2.5 to go in round number 3 of 5 in this world title fight in the bantamweight division.
Oh!
big shot. Lineker's in trouble against the fence.
Oh, he got him again.
And then low. 2 low shots to John Lineker from
I don't know if
Andrade.
the first one was low.
I don't believe the first one was low.
I don't know if the first one was
Let's
low.
see the replay on that one.
I think the
that
first
second
one was
one
clean,
was-
but the second one, we gotta take a look. We gotta take a look.
You
Lineker
hate
is-
to see this, guys. You hate it for Lineker. You hate it for the fight.
Boom. Yeah, the first one was clean right there. But let's see. Yeah, the second one was flush in the groin.
I've been here. This is not fun.
Yeah, it feels like your stomach's in your throat, like your whole, like it's nauseating. It's terrible.
He gets 5 minutes here. This is
And the way Andrade throws knees to the power that he puts into those hips. Look at this. Boom, the first one.
that was the second. Yeah.
That was the second one.
So the
That was
stoppage
second.
here, he can only have 5. And I
Yes.
say only because, you know, at the moment he looks nowhere near being ready to go again.
The problem here is that Andrade cannot win the match off of a foul.
We're past halfway though. So we're past halfway point of the match. So will they go to the judges' scorecards?
If he's winning on the card, if they go to the judges' scorecard, I'm not sure what the time is here. If we're past the halfway point.
We are
Okay.
past the halfway
Okay.
point of the fight.
Then they will go. They will go to the judges' scorecard. But the problem is that he cannot win the match off of a foul, so it'll end up becoming a no contest.
Lineker to his knees.
He's removed his
Oh, he
groin
took out the
protector.
cup. His cup is
His
broken. His cup has been shattered.
About 3.5 minutes left.
Does
Not
he have
exact.
a backup groin guard? Who carries a backup groin guard?
This is why I wear tie cups, the metal ones.
Tie cups, yeah.
They're the best ones to wear.
You got to.
You hate seeing it. And this
Well-
dude has been in a warrior. Broke his guard here.
By guard, we don't mean the hands that are holding up.
Yeah.
We mean the guard
The
that he
groin
had,
guard.
the groin protector. Literally broke it.
Oh, the agony.
Ace, it's just it feels like it's gonna, whether he can get up and try to fight again. This is an uphill situation. If somehow he is able to go.
I think we're past, we're almost approaching the 4-minute mark.
Two minutes left in stoppage time. And, you know, he looks like he's dry heaving, right, guys? That's...
Yeah,
like he's gonna throw up.
You literally, you throw up. Like, if the worse the shot is, the more it's so agonizing. And it just, a lot of times it doesn't get better when you don't have enough time. 5 minutes isn't enough to recover. I've had groin shots where the next day I still don't feel right.
Absolutely. I've had groin shots where the next day I still wasn't eating because I had zero appetite.
This is an unfortunate part of the sport here. 90 seconds left in stoppage time to find out how this thing goes.
I don't look for Lineker to continue this match because he's removed his groin protector. So we would have to actually get him another groin protector in order for him to continue because he doesn't have the proper equipment.
Yeah, he does not look like he is going to be able to continue, which has got to be very disappointing for Fabricio Andrade, just as much as it is to the fans and us.
He's just, I mean, obviously you're not trying to do that, and he feels terrible about it, but that's less than a minute here in stoppage time for Lineker. A groin strike with a knee from Andrade here in this main event. Kind of a stunned silence has fallen over the Oxiana Arena.
These are concerned fans here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a groin protector break in my life. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. Not in practice, not in a fight, ever.
Mine did in a karate tournament. Boom. Split wide open. Got hit with the shin. Cracked. Not a good feeling. And I was throwing up for days afterwards. It never recovered.
Less than 30 seconds. Stoppage.
Oh, he's up. He's on his feet, but I think we have very little time left on the injury timeout. I don't think he can continue.
There's just no way you can fight. So Olivier Coste here is going to bring Andrade to the center.
Just stay with me, sorry. Stay with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to an unintentional foul, the red corner is unable to continue. Therefore, this fight has been declared a no contest.
No contest.